Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of December 2nd. This week you have this By the Book card and this Community card. I feel pretty good about this By the Book card. I think things are just going to be kind of flowing this week. Just things are going to go as expected, so that's nice. The Community card, I think everybody for, the next 20 years or whatever is going to get cards of community. We have Pluto and Aquarius, and Pluto and Aquarius is all about working together with other people. So if you want to get the benefits, then I would definitely, any teamwork, any collaborative projects, things like that are just going to be extra beneficial. And again, you don't have to wait 20 years to get those benefits. If you do it now, you will get the benefits now. So, there you go. But you have the Page of Pentacles, the Justice card, and the Four of Pentacles here. I think that the Page of Pentacles could be a new beginning in work. I think that a lot of you Virgos have been kind of like working to have a new beginning in work, and especially in regards to your messaging. And by messaging, that could be anything. That could be like how you communicate with the people you work with, how you communicate to your boss. It could be like the work that we do sends a message out to our boss and to our clients if we have them and things like that. If you have your own business, same thing. It's like you could be trying to attract different customers or different types of people. So, I think anything, it's literally popping into my head that, anything you do in life, I would say not even just work, if you're retired or whatever, that, I think that you are working on your messaging, like how you are perceived through the messages that you send off. And again, this could be verbally or, we send messages off with our body language and things like that as well. So, I think a lot of you could be, it's like, you are I think you are recognizing how you communicate with the world. And that's a pretty deep message there, Virgo, but that's what I get off of the Page of Pentacles. You have the Justice card. I think that you are just trying to create balance. Pretty boring message, because I think you're just trying to balance things out in your life, and that's really what I get here. If you are dealing with something legal, I do think that there could be clarity coming in a legal situation, because we have the Queen of Swords right here. You could be gaining clarity in a legal situation, or, again, this could just be like the progression of something that you're dealing with, like if you're dealing with a divorce or something like that. It could just be going to the next stage. You have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, trying to stabilize your finances. You go up to the Ten of Pentacles here, which is great. That would definitely be an increase in your finances. The Two of Swords would kind of say that there are other ways that you could be doing things to get to the Ten of Pentacles. She is only, she's crossing the swords over her heart. She has that blindfold on, but she has that new island behind her. And I always say that that new island behind her represents another option or another way of doing things in her life. So sometimes with the Two of Swords, the blindfold can say we need to trust our intuition, because again, maybe our intuition is telling us to change our messaging, and that could lead to the Ten of Pentacles. Maybe our intuition is telling us to make a change in the type of client that we accept, or maybe our intuition is telling us to raise our prices or whatever. And so I think you need to listen to your intuition with that Two of Swords, because it could bring you closer to the Ten of Pentacles. With the Page of Pentacles, you have the Devil. Again, with the messaging, I think you have learned that the vibe that you give off can attract devils, right? So I think that a lot of you are kind of again, working on how, this could even be your body language. Like I said, it could even be something as simple as that, where you are working on repelling people who could potentially be devils and focusing on good people, of course. I do also feel some of you could have a Capricorn coming in. I look at Virgo Capricorn as a really good match. So, definitely if you want love, could be a Capricorn. It could be any sign. It could be any earth sign. With the Justice card, you have the Moon. Yes, I literally said clarity with that Queen of Swords. The Moon is not clarity. The Moon is illusions, fantasies, not seeing things clearly. So, I think for a lot of you, if you've been in the dark in a legal situation, this could definitely be clarity. This could also say that if you haven't been sure if you're going in the right direction in life, that you could be getting clarity on your direction with that Queen of Swords, which is great. Because, again, I don't look at the Moon as a bad card. It is definitely a challenge, because you have to, the Moon requires us to work our way to those mountains without knowing if we're going in the right direction or not. We have to, the Moon is teaching us to trust our emotions and trust that, our heart is leading us in the right direction, or the moon is also trying to get us to trust ourselves, meaning, and to be honest with ourselves, meaning if we set a goal, which would be those mountains for the Fool on the moon, and we say we're going to finish something, that we see it through to the end no matter what, even if it doesn't look like we're going in the right direction. And so we have to trust a lot with the moon, but ourselves. And so a lot of you could be finally, getting the clarity, or, you could be leaving a moon period and knowing that you're moving in the right direction. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment, but it's also a card of fulfillment in general. We have to be fulfilled to get to get our wish with the Nine of Cups. And in this bottom row, we have the Star and the Magician, which is amazing. So you definitely could be manifesting a wish with this reading, which is great. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have a Skunk. It says conflict avoidance, discretion, and lunar energy. You have this discus fish. It says society, vibrancy, and co-parenting. Pretty sure you had this card with me recently. So a lot of you, I do feel like some of you could be kind of, the legal thing could be co-parenting, or like maybe you're in a divorce or dealing with custody or whatever the case may be. And I do think things are going to smooth out here for you if you're dealing with that. I also feel that some of you with the Devil, conflict avoidance would be a good idea, especially at the end of the year. We have Mars retrograde. I always tell people, like, I avoid conflict like the plague during Mars retrograde, because Mars retrograde can do weird things like, arguments in the home that get blown out of proportion, just conflicts that get blown out of proportion. So, again, I would definitely avoid conflicts as much as possible. You have the Queen of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Strength card. I feel like you've been very patient in trying to get clarity. I like that the Queen of Swords is showing up here. She only has clouds halfway up her body, and it represents the fact that she is getting clarity on her situation for the first time. So I feel like you are getting clarity on your situation. I also feel like you could be kind of seeing into the future here a little bit. She is looking into the future, and she is cautiously optimistic. And if we put her down, she is optimistic about the Ten of Pentacles. So a lot of you could be working on building, long-term security, long-term wealth. Ten of Pentacles is building, leaving a legacy, which really could mean anything. You could be building anything long-term, and I think this would be a good thing. You have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords, again, is like this or that thinking, but it says that there is another option behind you that could lead to something much better. So I would stay open to all the options in your life with the Two of Swords. I do feel the intuition thing here, so I do feel that this card, normally I don't say that, but I definitely feel it more for you, is what I should say with this Two of Swords, that your intuition is leading you in the right direction. So, I would definitely trust your intuition. If you're getting messages or, seeing repeating numbers on the clock or something when you think about something, I feel that all of that is clues that you're going in the right direction. You have the Strength card. The Strength card is about patience and being patient, so I would be as patient as possible right now with the Strength card. I feel like you have been patient. I feel like you've developed a lot of strength. Like there definitely have been a lot of character building moments, I would say, for you, Virgo, over the past few years. So the challenges that you have experienced have probably had to do with like who you are as a person, like your character. And so, I think you have developed this strength. Kind of the warning I get here, not really a warning, but just something to pay attention to, is that you are not still going to experience those things. So sometimes I think we go through something difficult, we make a correction, right, to ourselves maybe, or maybe something bad happens and we avoid those challenges. And I feel like the Strength card is saying, like, you don't have to continue to live as if you are experiencing that challenge, if that makes sense. So I just get a little bit of like, be careful of overcorrection. Good examples like relationships. Maybe you get hurt in a relationship, you withdraw for a period of time to like heal, which is fine. And I feel like the Strength card is saying, like, now it's time to open up a little bit. With the Queen of Swords, you have the King of Cups. There's definitely something about your emotions as well. Sorry, King of Cups, but you have the Moon. With the Moon, we have to release our emotional armor so that we can move forward. The King of Cups has explored his emotions to the deepest levels possible, and he's sitting in these choppy waters, but he is perfectly fine because he has explored his emotions and he knows how he feels. So I think that for a lot of you, you've been through like an emotional healing. With the Two of Swords, yes, she has choppy waters behind her on this card. Like the water behind her looks a little bit choppy. And then you have the Six of Swords, which is crossing choppy waters. So I think, and who the hell knows where they're going? Hopefully to calmer shores. And I think for a lot of you, this is about going to that third place. I always say Two of Swords is my card of third place solutions, which, most people think this or that for whatever issue or challenge, or not even a challenge, like good things as well. They think like, oh, this is going to have this or that outcome. The Two of Swords is about realizing that there could be something better or different that you experience. So I think a lot of you are going to that third place. With the Strength card, you have the King of Wands. I think that you are being more bold, more assertive. I also feel for some of you, if you want love, you could be attracting like an earth sign with fire, fire with earth. It could be any sign, general reading, but you've definitely had a fire sign all up in your business in my readings for the past couple years. So, again, some of you could be dealing with a fire sign. Could also just be like a fiery person. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this card that says your hard work is paying off, 10 of Pentacles, for sure. You have this card that says the answers you need are coming. So love it. Queen of Swords, I would say. The Queen of Swords can definitely be a card of getting answers. So, I think both of these things are definitely true in this reading. You have the 10 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups, and the Star. 10 of Pentacles really is everything you want and desire in your life, and it forms the tree of life on the card. And I always say that this is a card of building and leaving a legacy. So this is something that you will be doing forever, for the rest of your life. And, I think that, if we look at the setup of the astrology, that really we are all being pushed to do this. We have Neptune in Pisces, Saturn in Pisces. Neptune in Pisces is like the big impossible dream. Saturn says, if you get to work, you can have it, whatever it is. We also have Uranus and Taurus. This is not Uranus and Taurus, but it reminds me of Uranus and Taurus energy because Uranus and Taurus has a craving for freedom. And if we build something stable in our lives, it could be anything, business, relationship, it could be our health, it could be our personality, whatever, then we will experience more freedom. And the 10 of Pentacles is all about having the freedom to do the things that you want to do. But it's like kind of like a home base, it's a place to come back to. These people are inside these castle walls, so they are protected. And again, we can build something like this in our life, but it could even just be our personality, right? The energy we give off. We can build this for ourselves. And, I kind of feel like that's what you've been doing for a long time, Virgo. You have the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is about being spoiled for choice. I really feel that the universe is trying to get people to explore variety of situations. Like it's saying, the 7 of Cups to me says variety is the spice of life. Like, it says, in love, for example, it's like date a bunch of different people and like see what type of person you like best. We all have a habit of picking the same type of person. I bet if you look at most of your exes, they're probably all the same. So, I think that the 7 of Cups encourages variety, but same thing in work or business. It says try things that you don't think will work. Try things you do think will work. Try things that you learned on YouTube, whatever, just explore variety because you never know what you're going to get. Kind of like life is like a box of chocolates here, Virgo. So I think that this is about just exploration. You have the Star. The Star can also be wish fulfillment. So, with the 9 of Cups and Star and Magician, for sure, that to me definitely represents like wish fulfillment or getting a wish. You could have also be doing a lot of healing. I kind of feel like if you are healing, you're finishing up your healing based off of the Devil in your reading, which is also showing up here. And we go 6 of Swords to the Star, so you're kind of like moving on from something that you had to heal from. With the 10 of Pentacles, you have the Magician, definitely manifesting the Magician. The other funny thing is, this Magician is pointing to the Page of Swords. So the Magician is about manifestation, but the Page of Swords can say that the Magician wants you to manifest through curiosity. So the Page of Swords is very curious, and again, just like the 7 of Cups, which we also have going this way here, is about looking into other ways of doing things, which, pretty much everyone gets nowadays anyway, but that's what I would do there. The Magician is also about reinvention. So, a lot of you, I think, could be reinventing yourselves. With the 7 of Cups, you have the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is about planting seeds in a new direction. So it's about, kind of planting seeds in your life or trying to grow something. And with the 6 of Pentacles, we have to put energy into things like in a direction. We basically have to plant seeds in a direction to get them to grow. And that's what I would do here with the 6 of Pentacles. With the Star, you have the Lovers. Yes, if you want love, I think that, if you have love, this looks very good with the 10 of Pentacles. So if you're already with a person, you could be taking that connection to the next level, or you could be really growing that connection. If you want love, I think you could really be attracting like a star, someone that you see as very special or important. And like I said, it could definitely be a fire sign or an earth sign is kind of standing out to me in this reading. So that looks good. Next, in the area of the good stuff is what I'm trying to spit out here. You have this air spirit in this true future card. The air spirit is about air energy, and we have that Queen of Swords showing up kind of like an important decision place in this reading. And so I think that you need to trust what you are seeing with the Queen of Swords. You know, she sees clearly for the first time, so she can almost see the future now, and she needs to trust it. She is being cautiously optimistic, right? She has her hand out, which says she's willing to receive, but she also has her sword up. So if something doesn't come correct, she is going to chop its head off, right? And, you know, the Queen of Swords is about paying attention to the energy that you're receiving from anything. You know, she might be willing to receive a job, but if the energy is wrong, she will leave. If the energy is right, she will stay. I do feel like you are more focused as well, just in general. She's very focused on that Ten of Pentacles, so I think a lot of you are more focused. You have the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Magician. Or sorry, the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, again, is about curiosity and looking into things. So if anything captures your attention, I would learn more about it. I would also say in the good stuff, the Page of Swords is about childlike energy, being more playful. I'm pretty sure I have said that to you before. So not taking things too seriously is kind of the energy I get here. It doesn't mean that you can't take something seriously, but it just means, you know, not caring so much about the outcome and just seeing where things go. I think having more of that exploration type of energy would be a good idea. Even though the Page of Swords isn't necessarily a card of exploration, but I feel like you need to. You have the Four of Cups. Four of Cups in the good stuff would say you're finally getting what you want. He has been disappointed by what he has received like 3 times, and now he's getting a new opportunity right here with that fourth cup, and he's finally kind of, you know, manifested something that he actually wants. Now he has to accept it. He is kind of sitting there, and he's got his arms folded, and he's not accepting this new cup, but I do feel for a lot of you that you could be accepting something into your life. I kind of feel like the grass is greener on the other side. Like if you are thinking about making a change and you're thinking, well, the grass might not be greener on the other side, but I actually feel like it is. So, you know, yes is what I would say there. You have the Magician again. Like I said, I think that we said this at the beginning of your reading, that you are communicating with the world. The Magician, he has this snake wrapped around his waist, and that snake represents reinvention. You know, it's the Ouroboros, so it can represent reinventing yourself. And a lot of you, I don't really feel you're like changing who you are, but I do think you are communicating with the world in a different way. And I think that that reinvention could really be helping you attract the right things in life. He's pointing, I always pull the card that he's pointing to, which is this one right here. It says round and round. I think you're ending a cycle, really. You know, with the Seven of Cups, it's like you're no longer accepting the same old situations into your life. And I'm not even just talking about love. I'm talking about everything. And so I think you're opening up to different opportunities, different ways of doing things. And, you know, obviously that would be a good thing, right? Let's see. With the Page of Swords, you have the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is round around. So Nine of Swords is having a nightmare, waking up and being stuck in a nightmare. But obviously in the good stuff, this would say that you are bringing a nightmare to an end. The Nine of Swords in the good stuff to me also would represent taking control. His life is kind of out of control on the Nine of Swords. He isn't taking control of his situation. He could easily get out of this bed and, you know, change his situation. But instead, he has this blanket on his lap, which represents a comfort blanket. And so the Nine of Swords, you know, I consider it to be the worst card in tarot because it's like he's in a bad situation, but he's in pain, but he's not in enough pain to make a change. But the good news is it's coming up in the good stuff. So, you know, again, I think you could be getting out of a painful situation, or it doesn't even have to be that. It could just say you're ending a cycle. With the Four of Cups, you have the Death card. Yeah, big change coming in for you for sure. This card has the 2 pillars from the moon right here. And definitely in the area of the good stuff, this would say that you're leaving a moon period behind. You're stepping into a period of the sun, which would be a period of clarity. And we have the moon right here. We go to the Death card here. With the Magician, you show up. You have the Hermit. You cannot make this stuff up here, Virgo. I literally said that this reading is about you reinventing yourself. And, you know, really, I think this reading is just that simple. I wouldn't even worry about anything else. What I would do is like work on how you communicate with the world. Like I said, that could be through anything. How you dress, how you talk, could be the energy you give off. It could be the job you have. You know, it all adds up to that. But the Hermit is really saying you're focusing on you. You have this 4-leaf clover. It says great good fortune on it. Yes, definitely very, very good. I would like also make yourself lucky. I believe that luck is just preparation, of course. So, if you want to get lucky in any area of your life, just get prepared. You have this flute card. It says disappointment in a friend or a lover, probably a past person, especially if you're dealing with a divorce. I definitely got divorce on that justice card. So if you're dealing with a separation or a divorce, I don't know. It's like never fun. So whatever, it is what it is. You have this camel. It says persevere and you will overcome problem. I think you have, because Two of Swords, Hermit has persevered. He has climbed to the top of the mountain to find his inner light. So I think a lot of you already have done that. You have this casket card. It says someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. Probably this past person for sure. And you have this teapot. It says deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Yeah, like I said, very good year. Next 20 years, very good for friends, community, working together with other people. All that would be very good for you, Virgo. But good stuff. I like it. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.